DJ LeMahieu is. He got an $80 million, $90 million contract. The Yankees extended him. I think he was a very big pickup for the Yankees. I think he wanted to be here. And getting, to me, a top 3, top 4 hitter in the major leagues for the money that they got him for a steal. You talk about Francisco Lindor. Francisco Lindor was hitting .250 last year, .260. And he got a $345 million contract. DJ LeMahieu, yes, he's a little bit older. He's 32 years old. I think he's 5 years older. But DJ LeMahieu never got a $340 million contract. He didn't get a contract like that.
More consistency, too. I think that's what
DJ LeMahieu is the most consistent hitter in the baseball. He's the first player in history to win a batting title in the American League and the National League. Has Francisco Lindor done that? Has he done it?
It's not about that with awards.
It's about that.
No, it's not. Because if it were about awards, Jimmy Rollins won an MVP. Does that make Jimmy Rollins special?
What has Francisco Lindor done to deserve $340 million?
Go look at his career numbers. He's a career .290 hitter. He's won multiple Gold Gloves as an All-Star 6 times.
You just said awards don't matter.
They don't matter.
So why does he deserve $340 million?
Because he does more than stuff on the field. He does stuff off the field.
Oh, and DJ LeMahieu doesn't?
I never said he didn't do that.
So why is Francisco Lindor getting a $340 million contract? Age. DJ LeMahieu 3-4 years ago won a batting title. Yes. He was up for an MVP a couple of years ago. Why didn't he get that money? Why did he get a $340?
Didn't want to give it to him.
It wasn't the Yankees. It was on Colorado. No. Why didn't he get that money?
Well, look at Colorado. They made a dumb trade with Nolan Arenado. I mean, you're really going to compare the two? I mean,
that has nothing to do. And you can't come in and argue your points. Awards mean nothing when there has been more success in the time that he's been in the league in DJ LeMahieu than Francisco Lindor. Francisco Lindor won nothing. He's done nothing yet. He needs to win championships to get a 300. Now you're going to say Mike Trout. Mike Trout's been the best player in baseball since he came into the league.
That contract. Mike Trout should get that contract.
I think $400 million is a little overpriced. To $420, $430
That's how
million.
Much the playing rate is for superstar players in baseball. When there's no salary cap, you could give what you want to give. That's what it is.
I think a $340 million contract from a guy that has never played in New York, we don't know what he is in New York, is a little bit crazy. The Yankees need to figure things out because Gleyber Torres, who could be extended, being that he's 23 years old, you saw with Acuna with the Atlanta Braves, he got an 8-year, $100 million contract. No, it's not because he decided to take the money at the time that he did.
His agent is a moron. That's what the problem is. So
he didn't have to take it.
His agent is known to be a moron.
He didn't have to take it.
He didn't, but his agent forced him to take it. That was the problem. But can I just say one thing about the Yankees quick? In regards to what it is that I view with the Yankees, look, I said that the Yankees are a very good team. Opening day, right? It's the first game of 162 games, right? It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. You're booing Giancarlo Stanton the first game of the season, okay? But yet, this is the thing that bothers me is Aaron Judge had almost as bad of a game as Giancarlo Stanton. To me, in my eyes, Aaron Judge is like Derek Jeter to the Yankee fans, and Giancarlo Stanton is the Alex Rodriguez to Yankee fans. And it's ridiculous because they both had terrible games, but one got booed and the other didn't. I mean, come on. That's egregious.
Fans have their fan favorites, as you see.
It's ridiculous.
Well, the Met fans, look at what the Met fans. Pete Alonso speaks, everybody listens. Pete Alonso says that Francisco Lindor should get a $400 million contract. The Mets, 2 days later, give him a $340 million contract. So when players speak, sometimes owners listen. Sometimes when the fans speak, owners listen, a.k.a. Woody Johnson.
When Woody Johnson trade Stanton?
First of all, he has a no-trade clause.
But that's what it is.
He has a no-trade clause. If he didn't have a no-trade clause, I wouldn't say they have to trade him. He's proven that he can hit in the playoffs. Yeah. He hit 6 home runs last year in the playoffs for the New York Yankees. He was one of the hottest hitters in the playoffs when the Yankees were in the playoffs. So I don't know what Giancarlo Stanton is because we don't know if he can stay healthy. When he stays healthy, he can hit 40 home runs and 130 RBIs. But again, we look at Francisco Lindor. We know Giancarlo Stanton can hit in New York. We don't know if Francisco Lindor could hit in New York. And what happens?
Well, he didn't hit in New York. He hit in San Diego last year.
I'm just saying, if Francisco Lindor can't hit his first year in New York, not only Met fans are going to attack ownership, a lot of people, a lot of analysts, a lot of different people are going to say, well, why did they give this kid a $340 million contract when he never stepped on the field at Citi Field to show that he can hit New York?
He looked great in spring training.
Well, that's spring training. That's not in the regular season. Different season.
I know. Giancarlo Stanton looked great in spring training, too. Everybody thought he was going to have an outbreak year.
No.
It happens.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. And the Yankees are stuck with Giancarlo Stanton.
That's just the only thing that bothers me is why Yankee fans treat Aaron Judge like Jeter and they treat Stanton like A-Rod. That's just the thing that bothers me.
Well, because Judge is their guy. Judge came from the Yankees farm system.
I understand that, but
Giancarlo is not the Yankees guy.
But Judge had just as bad of a game as Stanton did.
They believe Judge is the voice of the New York Yankees. Just like Pete Alonso is the voice of the New York Mets now, the same thing with Aaron Judge. When Aaron Judge speaks, fans listen.